Hey Aquarius rising. It looks like for the week of December 21st through 27th, your overall theme will be stay positive about your path. Before we get started, I just want to thank God, the ancestors, and my parents for allowing me to be here and share this with you. I'm Chantalie Elijah Eggerson, and welcome to the Self-Care Sanctuary. This is where I read the energy of the stars through Vedic Astrology, and I give my interpretation of what they mean for your life and your business. If this is something you think you're interested in, then click the like button below and subscribe. As I said before, the theme of this week is going to be stay positive about your path. So, according to Vedic Astrology, on December 21st, Jupiter will be conjunct Saturn, and they will be in the sign of Capricorn in your 12th house, Aquarius rising. Okay, and Jupiter is asking you to stay positive and optimistic about the challenges you might face in the near future. And that's because at the root of that challenge that's where you'll find your guru or your teacher. So don't focus on how big the challenge is. Just focus on the lesson, and that's what's going to get you through it. Focus on what's at the root of the problem. So when you get to the root of it, that is where you learn a lot. And because we are talking about Jupiter, these are lessons, once you learn them, that you'll be able to teach others. So it looks like this challenge is actually part of you preparing to enter a new phase in your life. It's very important that you take time to listen to the people who you consider your teachers or counselors. And that's what Jupiter conjunct Saturn on December 21st is going to mean for you. And moving on to December 23rd, on December 23rd, Mars is going to be in Pisces, and Mars in Pisces, in your second house, and it's going to square Pluto in Sagittarius in your 11th house. And when I say that, squares are, when you have a square, it's some type of struggle. And so we want to make sure that we don't allow our Mars and Pisces to struggle with our Pluto and Sagittarius. We want to see how they can work together. And what I saw is how you can help them work together. And in this, I saw, if I didn't say it before, I'm making sure I say it now. You're going to have Mars and Pisces in your second house, square Pluto and Sagittarius in your 11th house. So moving forward, we're going to see how they're going to work together. And I got two different stories for probably two different groups of people. So the first story that I saw is, it looks like there will be a need it looks like there's a need for something to be fixed and put back together. And you can take that how you want to take it, but someone doesn't want to do it. Someone doesn't want to fix it. Someone doesn't want to do the work to fix it. And because we're talking about your second and 11th house, this could have something to do with money, family, and friends. Okay, so something could have been broken, or someone could have had some type of argument or a fallout, some type of conflict, family conflict could have came to a head, or some type of financial problem that needs to be fixed might have come up to the surface during this time. Okay, so someone could have messed with your money and is not accepting responsibility, or someone could have created friction with family or friends, and they are not admitting what they did. They're not admitting their part in it. And I feel like someone kind of started something and ran, or someone could have been doing things that could be divisive behind the scene with family and friends, and they're not, they're trying to hide and be slick with it, and they're not taking responsibility that something they did or something they said is what's causing all the disruption right now. So that is what the square is going to mean for you on December 23rd. Moving to December 24th, Mars enters Aries, and that's going to take place in your third house. Okay. So during this time, you might not want to communicate with anyone. You might just want to be with your thoughts. I feel like that challenge that I talked about before might have taken a lot out of you, and you could want to just take some time to process things. And that's what Mars in your third house, Mars in Aries in your third house might mean for you. So usually, it's in the house of your a house of communication, and it seems like you might want to talk, but really you're not communicating. You're focusing on what's going on in your mind and trying to process things. So let's move to the advice that I have for you for this week. And that is to seek enlightenment or an evolved way of looking at things, an evolved way at looking at the situation. Try to come up in your consciousness and look at it with your higher mind. Like you really, really want to focus on spirituality during this time. And so, like I was talking about, Mars being in Aries in your third house, you might not be a lot of it might not be a lot of external communication, but it might be a lot of internal communication on how you can deal with this situation in a way that is more enlightened. How can you deal with this situation in a way that reflects how you want to or how you have evolved? Okay. So for your business, you might want to be very, very responsible with your money and your savings, and you might want to talk to a financial advisor during this time. So I think Saturn represents that financial advisor, that great conjunction that everyone's talking about. That's going to happen on December 21st. The advisor is probably going to be somebody that's older. If they're not older, then they're just a mature person. So you might want to seek that out during this time. And that is all I have for you at this time. If you would like a personal reading, click the link in the description box below. And until next time, take care of yourself.